Works family. It is a pleasure to be here. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day, night, whatever time zone that you are in. I am your host and Chameleon Deja. It is a pleasure to be talking to you on the finale of Creative Connections. To be at 9 episodes to get to this point is really crazy. And we're going to have a really chill time. Always an authentic experience. That's always what we're rooting for. So let me shut up and just get to the point. This week, our guest comedian is a phenomenal photographer and a producer. Introducing Brandon! He is on his way in. He is on his way in. Taking his very chill time, as he should. I'm not judging him at all. Relax. Take your time.
It's been a long day.
Yes, it has been a long day. It's been a day. But we're here in a very chill space. How are you?
I'm good, just tired.
You good?
I'm just tired.
You just tired?
Yeah, I've been up since 4 a.m.
Yeah, that's what do it to ya. As always, our creative chameleons do not know what their topic is. They just pick a number. He chose 5, which is basically wisdom talk. So what we're gonna do is say 3 things that we wish we can tell our 15-year-old selves. I had to make sure I read that right. 3 things that you wish you can tell your 15-year-old self. So we'll kind of go back and forth.
Okay.
So we're not just like running off a list of 3 things and then, yeah. You want me to start?
Yeah, you can, sure.
I would say the first thing that I wish I could tell my 15-year-old self would be... dang, that's a really tough one. I would tell her to not be such a perfectionist. The reason I'm saying that now, because even now I'm dealing with fighting that need to be a perfectionist as artists. And I think if I would started kind of instilling that within myself when I was a little bit younger, it'd be a little bit easier now. Just kind of unlearning those things that kind of get instilled in you when you're younger, that it has to look this good, it has to be this, it has to be that. And I think because we are pushing for that perfection content all the time, it gets really hard to enjoy. So I would definitely tell my 15-year-old self to not worry so much about perfection, but focus more on authenticity, and really enjoying that process. Your son?
I would tell my 15-year-old self that you have time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Something that 23-year-old me still doesn't understand.
Yeah, when I was younger, I thought a time limit. I'm like, okay, I'm probably like that 18 or something. So let me build a legacy for my nephew to show that there's more to life than going to jail and doing things my brother was doing at that time. So I was hitting the gun, doing everything. You look at my LinkedIn, it's a laundry list of things I've done. That's just things I remember. I don't remember everything that I've done. And I did that really for him, to show him that if I can do it, you can do it too. And when I graduated high school and I finished all that stuff, my life felt over. I'm all right, I did what I need to do. Now it's time to hit the grave pretty soon.
She's been talking like this.
But I was wrong.
You have time.
Yeah.
You do.
Give or take.
Hush.
Niggas
He does.
every day.
You're phenomenal. You have time. You definitely have time. But I do think that's very important. We're so creative. We're so talented. We're so pushed forward. And you want to do everything right now. You want to do it all in this moment, in this section. And realizing that you have time, I think will stop so much of that. I had a conversation with one of my friends not so long ago, and just the fact that you can have chapters. You can have a chapter for everything you want to do. And I think that's so beautiful, but I don't think that's something that society pushes. Right. Especially like on social media, you see all these people that seem to have it all right now, and they're doing it all right now. And like one of the most recent days talk that I did was about slowing down. Yeah. Because in the new year, or as we get to the new year, people get so caught up, well, we got to add this new activity. We have to add this. We have to add that. And it's kind of like we just bum rush ourselves. And this is just not even as a creative. This is just in general. We bum rush ourselves with extra stuff to, I don't know, prove a point or keep up with the societal status of what's happening. Yeah. And it gets exhausting.
Yeah.
And now you're burnt out and you don't even have any energy to focus on projects in the new year because you didn't force yourself into doing it all right here, right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, take your time. Thank you. Because 23-year-old me is still trying to figure that out. Another thing that I would tell my 15-year-old self, it is okay to be different. It is okay to be different. I felt for so long that everything that I was going to do just was going to be dance, and that I'm just going to just dance. I'm going to join a company, and look at me now. So it's different. And it's okay to be different. You kind of realize the older that you get that you really are creating your own path. And at 15, I kind of felt like if I wasn't following the strategic dancer guidelines per se, that I wasn't doing it the correct way. So just understanding the fact that it's okay to be different. It's okay for that path to switch, to figure out your own lane, to create that own space. I think that means a lot.
I agree.
Back on you. You on number 2.
If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
First of all, don't be putting your text messages to me of motivation and the responses to the audience.
It's true. Film is not a medium you can do by yourself. And for a long time, I tried. I felt like I tried everything. I burnt myself out. I feel like I know it all. Real hit up my ass for sure. Off the team, but as I stepped back and became a producer, started bringing teams together and doing bigger projects, I saw like I can't be a one-man band. I need people around me to push me and only move my project further.
Right. Yeah, no, you can't do it alone. And that's one of the easier said than done situations.
Yes. I know about you. We talk.
Don't be trying to put me out there. This is my finale episode. You just want to throw me under the bus. I'm kidding. But no, like, it's easier said than done. I feel because we're all grown and everyone has their own thing. They're working on this. And it's like, well, I don't want to bother you. I don't want to, make you uncomfortable, or I don't, you already have so much on your plate. How do I ask for the help? And then it's kind of like, I will do it by myself. I'll just figure it out on my own. Yeah. And that leads to burnout, guys. So don't do that. Please don't do that. I am literally training myself every single day to not do that and taking necessary steps constantly to unlearn the habit of feeling like I have to do it alone. Better to ask than to not ask at all. At least see if they can help you. It might not be to the extent that you want, but maybe they can connect you to someone that can help, So it's better to ask, but it's hard because you feel like you're kind of bothering people sometimes. At least for me, I feel like I'm bothering people when I ask or when I connect, and I be like, well, maybe I'll figure it out.
I get you.
And you be stressing. So,
It depends for me. If we friends, I bug you to death. I don't give no fuck. We ain't doing shit. You work at Target.
But if they're a stranger,
I'm a little more like, I don't want to bother you. But we friends, I don't get no fuck.
He's like, we gonna get bothered.
You gonna get bothered.
You're gonna get this love and affection.
You touch your girlfriend anytime. We talking right now. I made Brandon so mad at that. Brandon Allen.
Oh.
Yeah, we supposed to have
I was like, your name is Brandon? But I really, Jesus Christ.
Director Brandon.
Yes.
We were working on a project and we had a meeting. And he was like, I'm trying to, be with Sarah right now, do stuff. I'm like, man, I give you 15 minutes, come back. And he was so fucking blown by that. But I'm just like, hey, bro, we got
things to do. Work as a team so you guys can go together. Work as a team so you guys can go together. And also just in the midst of working as a team, I think those bonds get so much stronger.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
And you feel way more connected. And then when you get to that end goal, it's kind of like, of course you're leveling up, but you're also taking other people with you. And I think that's also a beautiful thing. So ask for help.
Oh, definitely. Please
don't go alone. It's a process when you go slowly, but it's worth it. Don't go quick.
It helped me a lot with this film too.
Oh yeah, no.
Got to like my dad passed. I took a back seat on the crowdfunding page. It wasn't for like Brandon, my DP Tiff, wasn't for like Brandon Kamari. The crowdfunding page would just ended with me and would just got released at a much later date. Whenever I felt better. However long that may took.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Sometimes you do need those people around you to push you a little bit further, even though you don't feel like pushing yourself. And that's okay. That's okay. The last thing that I would tell my 15-year-old self, oh God, the last thing I would tell my 15-year-old self. This is something that I think I brought up, I think 2 episodes ago, but I think it's so important. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate those small wins. Appreciate all of that. Appreciate all of it, because looking for that validation in others is going to drive you massively insane. I'm talking to the audience, but I'm also talking to my 15-year-old self. Don't let other people be that valid. Like, don't let that just be the root of everything. I can't stress it enough, and I really do wish that like my 15-year-old self got that. Those words. Obviously, I had to go through the experience I had to go through to understand that, but you know, if I could have caught that knowledge at 15, it would have been kind of helpful.
I mean, when you're a kid, you're hard-headed.
Yeah, you're hard-headed. You don't want to get told nothing. Mm-hmm. You know, you're a teenager now. You feel like you got all the facts and know it all. You know nothing.
That's why I'm on this now.
I'm like, you know nothing. We don't know anything. We're just learning and experiencing and growing from there. But yeah, I would definitely tell my 15-year-old self that, to just enjoy and to really, really praise herself. Praise yourself. Be proud of every step that you take. Regardless of what that is, be proud of it. Because it's so easy to get so caught up in the validation from other people.
Right.
And I think that's where a lot of us lose it in ourselves, is because like, man, that person didn't like it as much as this, or man, and you gotta know your shit is the shit regardless. Mm. So yeah, I would definitely want my 15-year-old self to know that she was the shit then as she is the shit now. Proceed.
You are the shit for sure.
Thanks. I try my best.
Yeah, some tissue for you.
First of all, you're the shit too. We're not gonna talk about your photography and the fact that you're making a film, and the fact that you're a producer, and the fact that you got gigs, and the fact that you're just overall talented. But okay.
I let you the little shit that I took in your
Oh my God. Why are you like...
I was in that bitch giving birth.
Oh my God, why are you like this? First of all, he is a comedian, as you guys clearly can see. But you're on your last one. Well, technically, as the rules of the papers, you're on your last thing that you would tell your 15-year-old self.
I'm really bad at math.
So you already did 2, you got 1 more.
That's a lot of numbers. Oh my God.
Pause for dramatic effects.
Spend time with the little ones that you have, because you don't know how much time you have.
Ladies and gents.
I missed out on a lot, especially with friends too, because I was just so gung-ho just doing stuff all the time. I feel like I lost relationships because of that. Mm. And I kind of backtracked, like during 2020, hit up like really old friends I haven't seen in a while. But it's hard to rekindle things when so much time has passed.
Yeah.
By the time I learned it wasn't a rat race, so it's too late.
He makes it. That's a weighted one, but it's a very good point. And I think that goes back into the going together instead of going alone.
Yeah.
Definitely spend time with the people around you. Because even though we are, hungry for the things that we have, there's so many people around you that you can experience from, grow with, the wisdom, whatever comes out of that relationship that you have, it is still important to you. That does not mean that you can't go like weeks on end without talking to people, because we all are adults and things do happen. Yeah. But checking in, seeing how they're doing, catching up, grabbing a quick bite to eat, whatever it is, I think that is important, because we are in a very kind of stressful world a lot, and to just be around good energy, you know, someone take you out of the world that you're in, and, you know, give you a different perspective, or never talk about the situation at all to begin with. Just be in good company. I think that's so important. And then as an artist, we always feel like we're alone, and we kind of close ourselves off into these little bubbles, and no one cares. And then as reality is like, oh wait, I put myself in this bubble. I put myself here.
Looky here, the consequences of my actions.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah. That statement is very true. You know, you put yourself in this bubble and you really do narrow in and you hone in, which is great. You could create great things, but are you burnt out? Are you fully at your best? You know, are you able to do your best work? Are you stuck? It's stuff like that. And I think the people around you, especially if they're really great people, can pull you out of that and show you different perspectives, give you time to release. That's important. So continue to build those relationships creatively or just family wise. Just continue to cultivate those relationships, because those people are kind of your foundation, and your rock to fall back on when you kind of feel like you can't do this no more.
Yeah.
They're there to remind you that you can. They're there to let you know that it is very much so possible. So yeah, that's a very good one. And I don't think people think about that a lot. I don't think about that a lot. Yeah. And I'm very honest about that. I am a very family oriented person. So it's kind of like I always try to incorporate my family into things. So it's kind of why it's not always in the forefront of my head. But I know there are people that, they really kind of close themselves off. And then they're really at their breaking point, but there's no one around them to help them past that point, because you haven't included anyone in that journey. And I think, that does something. It puts you in a very uncomfortable space. So yeah, that's a good one.
I'm falling on grave.
It's the fact that you say something so serious and then you come back in with something completely different. Not that I'm mad, it's great. It's just, it throws me every single time. Like I know it's coming and yet I still get caught off.
You'll be okay.
I'll survive.
Yeah, you're just a milk. Almond milk, of course. We don't drink nut milk in this house. We don't do cow milk. 2020 and 2021 taught me to be a happy person. Because my entire personality was just my art. Like I didn't do shit else aside from that. And I'm trying to, form more hobbies and do things more out in the world instead of just making art all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, have fun. But that's just a given. I talked about this. Yeah, have fun. Please have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. I can't stress it enough. Have fun. And self-care. I think that's also very important.
Yeah, I need to get back on my face mask routine. Like my skin.
No, for real. I had a face mask need right about now. Like self-care. Take care of yourself. Listen to yourself. Know when you're not in the right mental space to do something. Know when you need to pull back so you can heal or recover so you can come back stronger. Yeah. Listen to self. Because it's easy to get caught up in your work. It's easy to get lost in the sauce. And that's great. It's great to, to do that, to create things, to be out there. But the body speaks to you. The body speaks to you and it lets you know, like, hey, I'm tired. I need rest. Are you going to rest or are you just going to work me to a bone? And then when your body gives up on you, then that's a completely different situation. Because it can come in many different ways. It can come with being sick. Yeah. It can come with you lashing out. It can come in so many different things. And you don't want to get to that point that you don't fully have control of the next step. So while you still have control, take care of yourself, please, and thank you. 15-year-old son didn't even know that, but 23-year-old needs. So I'm just going to let anybody else know that. Take care of yourself. Please, please, please. Don't get caught up in working your 9 to 5 and still trying to create, and you're going to lose your mind. Take care of yourself. I can't stress it enough. Please take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, you'll snap. And that's not a good place to be. Any other thoughts? 15-year-old self or 23-year-old self or any other age self needs to know, because honestly, there's always something that we all need to know at different ages. Once again, pause for dramatic effects.
I'm trying to be serious, but you mentioned snapping, and the first time I thought I was breaking my back in. And that's my first thought.
Lord, give me strength. It's your girl. It's your girl.
Nobody's trying to know.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. Because Yaya, that actor from Candyman and yeah, somebody had said I want y'all to bring my back out like a glow stick, and he did this. And when you talk about bringing, I was like, that shit funny as hell. I thought about that shit.
Welcome to my finale episode, ladies and gents.
It's vaccine important breakthrough vaccine, but I'm
Stop!
sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm childish on that. I don't know, man. I would just find more hobbies. BBB or real rounded person.
Yeah, we wear a lot of different hats, so it's kind of like I think we just end up being well-rounded. But yeah, I would say find things that kind of don't deal with your art. Yeah, as well.
I agree.
Find things to do that are outside of your artistic realm, whether it just be like reading or I don't know.
I have a library now.
You have a library? Oh, that's fancy.
Man. Be reading and shit. I'm like, why read me hard? You feel me? I be out here going through the pictures like, oh, I need some words. They come out the page. So I be like, read, draw. Damn, let's go back to art. If you're not if you don't draw, like if that's not what your art trope is, I would say do that. Like sometimes I color in things. It takes me out of, anything else that I'm doing. Just pull yourself away from it sometimes. People for sure.
Yes. Pull yourself away from it sometimes and know that that's okay. Don't beat yourself up because you're like, I need to step away from this. It's okay. We step away sometimes. That's your best time to learn. So find other things to do that just don't deal with your art because that's how you get consumed. That's how you spaz. And that's how, you get to your breaking point. And we don't want you there. So these are all self-care tips. And if you are 15 and you are watching this, I hope that this is impactful to you and that you are doing a good job in whatever space that is, yours in the artistic realm. If you're older than 15, this is also still for you. Anybody, but because this was about 15-year-old stuff. So I was thinking directly to...
I was like 15. I'm making these bad breaking jokes.
I mean...
Wait till you're of age, kids, before you break somebody back.
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Okay. Jesus, as we pray. He doesn't hear you. Oh my God. So, Brandon's socials will be linked below. You on your Instagram, your Twitter. Yeah. Those two, right? Yeah. Can they know about the movie or do you not want them to know about it?
Yeah, we talk about it, for sure. It's just the quick to little spiel.
The Wolf Among Us?
Yeah.
Positive. I did good. So he is creating a film called The Wolf Among Us, which is super, super dope, okay? Because, wow, I don't even know what goes into creating the film.
A lot. I cry every night in the shower. I believe it was actually that cry in the shower, too.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if my tears or water.
Okay. But The Wolf Among Us, you're aiming to do this in...
Yeah, we're shooting in February. Okay. I've been in the works for the past 3 years. I'm going to 4 almost. It's a lot of work, man. But
yes, that is a big project that he is working on. On top of just being a really dope photographer, please check the dude out. He's really, really, really amazing. Like I never hype anybody up on here just for like shits and giggles. These people are really talented and you really should go check them out. But I digress. But his Instagram and his Twitter will be below so you can go check him out for sure. But guys, as crazy as it really has been, this is the wrap up for season 1 of Creative Connections. You guys won't see me until next year. By next year, I mean like next October, because there's a process. Not the point. Anyways.
I still want to produce this for you too.
Huh?
I still want to produce this.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That would mean a lot.
Yeah.
It would.
Because the mics when we like.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. We don't know. We're having random conversations, but from the bottom of my heart, thank you. To get to 9 episodes is wild. To have so many amazing people on here is wild. To have this consistency, wild. These authentic conversations, wild. Like the entire process for me is extremely wild. To actually be wrapping up my first season of a show, that's an emotional situation, but I'm not going to cry on camera because I'm better than that. Okay, but thank you.
Period.
Thank you. Truly, it means a lot. And I really hope that you guys continue to tune in. Like I said, my Days Talks will not stop, but they will go on a hiatus because your girl needs a break. Respectfully, your girl does need a break. But I wouldn't be here if you guys didn't want me here. So from the bottom of my heart, truly, it has been a blessing. It has been a pleasure to do 9 episodes of Creative Connections for you guys. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and share because your girl got to keep doing this, you know. And I mean, the more people you bring in, the more I can do, you know. We work as a team. It's a bond here. We're a family. But yeah, guys, that's episode 9. The lovely Brandon, who has very dark humor, which is very hilarious for me because I have very dark humor as well. But that's not the point.
We are dark skinned.
Lord, okay, don't you dare say it. But guys, that wraps up episode 9 of Creative Connections. Thank you. We are done.
Can I add one thing?
No.
Why?
Because I just said we are done.
You can put it towards the end.
What's the one thing?
Before Deja, y'all anti-black.
What?
They need to support you or they anti-black.
Oh,
anti-black as fuck.
I'm not going to say you're anti-black.
How racist as hell.
No. Oh my God, no. No. Anti-ways. That is a wrap.
They called you a nigga.
Oh my God. Bye, guys. Bye.